YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with the Welcome to the Hellmouth Project Pan. This was started by Jalen in the PANtastic Ladies group, which I will link down below. If you want to join, you totally can. Or if you're not a Facebook person, I don't know if I have all the prompts listed for this one, but I certainly can down below because there's only 30. There's still plenty of time to get on board with this, and you can enjoy the fun. So, it's based off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. You start with 13 prompts for the 13 main characters, and then you roll in as you finish stuff up. I have 5 empties this time. I'm blazing through this particular project. I'm not sure why this went over others. First, I have the bronze, reminds you of music. I chose this Garnier Fructis Nourish Treat 1 Minute Hair Mask, a coconut extract, and I based it off of the Beach Boys song Kokomo. It is done. It really only had like one use left. Let's see, its weight went from 66.0 to 40.6, so just not a lot of product left. It might have been 2 uses, I don't quite remember. Whew, I also finished this. It is Passion Rules Us All, something that exemplifies your passions. I chose the 1025 Dr. Brown Lab Ampule. I love Korean beauty skincare, so I figured it was a good interpretation. Here are my marks. Last time I was down to here and I got that used up. So that is another one. For Angel, product with complicated history, I chose this Wet n Wild Primer Serum. As you can see, there is a little bit left, but it's not enough for a full use. I'm not worried about it. I don't particularly think it does anything for me, so it's not really a concern. The marks are kind of gone, but it looks like the last one was right here, so that is now done. Something I literally finished today as I was getting ready was, what is it? The Master, my oldest product. I chose my oldest brow pencil in particular. It is the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I'm not entirely sure what color it's in, but that is it. Rolled all the way up. Nothing more is coming out. I will insert my paper progress here. This one was a bit on the older side, and it was a bit on the dried out side, and pieces broke off on me like twice. So I will freely admit that helped me use some of it up. Neither time was it like a huge hunk, but there's still like a couple of uses went flying to my floor where a chihuahua probably ate it, as is wont with my life. And finally, I have something that while it is not technically done, I will literally finish it tonight. So I figure I might as well roll in a new prompt for it. It is for the Scooby Gang, a product that never lets you down. I went more by the product of a toner. I always keep a toner around. And the Bolero brand from the Dollar Tree has been pretty good to me too. It is the Soothing Facial Toner in Aloe and Cucumber. If you want just a nice kind of basic hydrating toner, this is a really good one. Last time we were up to here, and as you can see, there's just a little bit left at the bottom. It only has like 4 ounces in it, so it's pretty quick to go through, honestly, not even using it twice a day. I have for about the last week been using it twice a day because, as I mentioned in my Beauty A to Z Project Pan, I was panning 2 toners at the same time. Both of them were fairly close to finish, so I was just going to go figure out which one was done, closer to being done, start using that day and night first, and then move on to the other one. And that's what I did, and the last bit of that went really quickly. So before I get into rolling new stuff in, because I will be rolling in 5 things, let's go over everything that I do still have currently. I will admit right now 2 things I have not used. For Vampire, a vampire or blood themed item, I chose the Bite Beauty lipstick in Licorice, which I just found out today that Bite Beauty is apparently going out of business, which sucks. But that pushes me all the more to probably get a move on using up my products from them. But I didn't use this month. I kind of forgot it existed, honestly. So no progress to show on that. And surprisingly, the other product I didn't use was for the key, something that's key to your makeup routine. A matte setting spray is key to mine. I have not used the Koki Fix It Up matte setting spray yet, which it's so little. But the problem is I'm trying to finish up this the full-size Urban Decay all-nighter. I thought I was closer to being done with it than I was, apparently, and in the past month I didn't wear a lot of makeup. Like, more in April than in May, but it really kind of threw off my progress for everything, honestly. Like, if I had worn more makeup in April, there would be a couple more things in here that would be done, actually. This very well could have been done. I'm just not too sure on that, but I didn't finish it. I didn't even use it. Everything else at least has some progress. For Slayer, a product that slays, I have my Tarte Lip Quench and Holly. I'll insert my paper progress here. If I had been better about, this is more of a lip balm, so taking care of my skin as well, this would also likely be done because there is just not a lot left. So that will be done soon. I'm not worried about it. It's just like, that's something that I could have had done for this update. For Becoming, something I love but needs to go, or GTFO as I wrote, I have the Ciate London Starstruck eyeliner. I've just had this open for a really long time, that's why I put it in here. I can't measure it by weight or anything. It's a liquid eyeliner. I've used it 9 times since last time. I even used the star stamp a couple of times, which surprises me, because one side has like just a little star on it. Unfortunately, something that I've realized though is that this doesn't stay very well, like if I stamp a star on my face. Which, I mean, I'm oily as all get out. Why am I surprised? But that made me a little sad to realize that. Next is Xander, something with a witty name. I chose the Touch and Soul No Pore Blown Primer Essence. Figured that counted. Here are my marks. I have got started on wearing this because I didn't have any progress last month, so that is good. I don't know how long this will take me to use, but we'll see. I only started on this on like the beginning of the month. So maybe like a full month's worth of progress will show like this big jump. I don't know. Next is the Trio. And I have something with 3 pans. And I have the Bella Pierre Concealer Palette. I want to finish half of the orange shade. So this is what it looked like last time. Here is what we have today. It's pretty slow going because I can't wear a lot of it. And I didn't wear it today, and I just dug my finger into it. Gross. Because I just didn't feel like dealing with it. Like, I can only use a little bit of this at a time, and I have to blend the crap out of it because it's honestly too dark for me. And I know I would say this to a million other people. Hey, if that doesn't work for you, just throw it out. But I'm kind of stubborn. And I totally understand the sentiment from everybody else about being stubborn. My goal is only to finish like the top half, but I think pretty much no matter what, I'm going to stop working on it after this project and just finish the green and throw it, consider it an empty, because I don't have anything that would require the purple. I know I could use it as like an eye base or whatever, but I have eye bases that I like much more. So I just want that out of my life. I don't particularly love it. The green works fine, like it actually goes with my skin color, but the orange is way too orange for my under eye circles. Like, I have under eye circles. I do have them now. I didn't used to, you know, age. But I need something a little bit lighter, maybe a little more pinky orange rather than burnt sienna. Whatever. Anyways, next is the invisibility ray. I chose something that makes something go invisible, like dark circles or pores. I chose pores. This is the Tatcha, this liquid silk canvas. I had to shove like a straightened out paper clip in here because it is an airless pump. That is about where I am now. It's starting to sputter. Maybe if I'd used it today instead of the other pore filling primer that I'm working on, I might have finished it. I don't know. Because that's just where the bottom of the plastic of the pump hits. So I don't know how high up that actually goes. I'll finish it in the next couple of uses for sure. I'm not worried about that. And finally, for Mr. Pointy, something that you need to sharpen. I drew this. It's the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Love Drug. Here's my paper progress. That longer line in the middle is where I want to get to. I only want to use up like half of this, and I have used this a few times. I'm actually wearing it today. But yeah, if I want to get to half in the next 5 months, I need to bump up my usage a little bit. Alright, so let me find my phone. And we will pull up the Facebook group so that I can get all the prompts. So we have 1 through 30, of which I have already done 16. So pulling a number is going to be a pain in the butt. Honestly, I need to do what I've done for my, what's it called, Child of the 80s, and pull out and make a list where I don't have things that I've already drawn before. But after this, I'm only going to have 9 left. So let's see. I think I can go 1 through 29 because I've pulled number 30. So let's do that. Let's roll the first one. 20. It doesn't look like I have that number, so let's pull that up. 20 is the Anointed One, a newer item to your collection. Okay. So that's 1. I am almost, yeah, 13 is Mr. Pointy, so 3 is Slayer. 5, it doesn't look like I've pulled 5. I've pulled 4 and 6, but not 5. 5 is Hellmouth, a black item. 29. Faith, a product that was once good but is now evil. Okay. She finished the show good, so it's kind of mean. Anyways. Number 4. That's 13 again. 27. Nope, looks like, nope, I've done 27. It's one I finished the first time. I may be dead, but I'm still pretty. 14 I've done. 5 I've already drawn. 8. That's Xander. 20. 9. That is Hush. 10. I've done 10. It does not look like it. Let's see what it is. Once more with feeling, an item you love so much that you could break out into song. Alright, last one. 25. Nope, that's the bronze. Yes, 14, I get it. 24. I don't think I've done that. Magic box, a magical item, magic themed. Alright, I got some work to do. And I shall return. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so for Anointed One, a newer item, I chose the Neogen Real Ferment Micro Essence. I got this in my Allure box last month, so I figured that's definitely one of the newer items that I have. For Hellmouth, a black item, I went with black packaging because this is black. It is the Rebel Rouge Lab Suspended in Dusk palette. I love working on this palette, apparently. I want to work on the shade Cinnamon Girl, and I want to hit pan. So I will be taking pictures of that, and we shall see. For Faith, this was the hardest one I had. The once good, now bad item. I decided to interpret bad as I have too many of this item and I A, need to stop buying them, and B, need to use up what I have. So I went with a lip scrub because I just didn't realize how many that I had. And this is, I think, my oldest one. So yeah, I definitely need to use this up. It is the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator in Sweet Cherry. The one I am currently panning in Child of the 80s is almost done, so I figured I could work on this one. It has this little thing on the end that's technically like a lip balm, but I'm not gonna, I might use it when I think about it, but it's not going to be like what I hold on to this for. This is what I'm actually concerned about panning. It does smell a little bit like cherry, not as much as I would like, so I will work on that. For Once More with Feeling, something that makes you want to sing because of how much you love it. I got this in PR recently. It is the Medicube Zero Pore Pad 2.0. Definitely do enjoy this product. I think I've only used it a couple of times, but like I said, I did enjoy it. It does have like a replaceable seal. It has 70 pads inside. I will have to count how many I have used up, but I don't think it's many. So even just using one of these a day, this is going to be around for quite a bit. I don't think I would get to the point of using these twice a day. I think that might be a bit much for the skin. Now if I can get it to seal. you gotta close. There we go. And finally, Magic Box, a magical or magic themed item. I went with just magical in a general sense. I find it to be magical. It is the Tres Luz, the I Am palette, and I will read on the back why I decided on this versus another palette that I think is really pretty or whatever you. A collection of 18 rich mattes and shimmers infused with Mexican blue agave. This vegan shadow palette delivers magic with every swipe of positive affirmation and comes with a removable keepsake mirror. So it's even got like magic in the name. And yes, the mirror is removable, just in case you were curious. So I don't want to try to hit pan on any one of these or anything. I want to use at least 10 shades out of here at once. I know that's kind of an arbitrary random goal, but I didn't want to say get 10 uses because sometimes when I do something like that, I tend to just focus on 1 or 2 shades. And I didn't want to say like, 10 looks because that will take me forever as I am learning in my panning punk with my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. So just pick 10 different shades and, write down each shade that I use so that I know to tell you guys. And once I do that, this will roll out. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!